Welcome back. We have just read a journal about another age called the Stoneship Age, which is another place that Aether's apparently visited, and the journal told us of his exploits there. For a first time player, this journal, if you read them in this order anyway, also gives us the first real glimpse that Aether's is actually creating the links to these worlds by writing in the books that we've been finding. And that he's also apparently able to modify the worlds, although apparently not entirely successful at it every time. Unfortunately, the book did not mention Circe and Achenar, so it wasn't very helpful in that regard. Yet I would rather like to visit that world. And the journal did contain a number of familiar elements in the drawings, including the symbols that are on these devices in front of the pillars, as well as the drawing of a ship, and the name of the age is Stoneship as well. Reminds me of this ship here, as well as the sunken ship at the dock. Now, with the Selenitic Age, we were able to get into it by pointing the tower at the spaceship. So let's try pointing the tower at the regular ship this time, and see if we can learn something from it that will help us get access to the book leading to the Stoneship Age. Which means we need to go back down the secret passageway. And up to the tower, where hopefully it will reveal the key to the place of protection for the Stoneship book. Well, as before, from this side of the tower we can see the place we pointed it at, presumably the location where we can find the book itself. And on this side, hopefully it will give us the access key. 3 dates: October 11, 1984, 10:04 AM. January 17, 12:07, 5:46 AM. And November 23rd, 9791, 6:57 PM. Now, where have we seen dates before? By the way, this elevator, I noted before that it has a turn when it goes up or down. That actually makes sense that it does that when you think about it, because no matter how you rotate the tower, when you come out of the elevator, it always faces the ladder with the book symbol. So I guess it has to turn to adjust for the position of the tower. Although, no, they didn't make different movies for different positions of the tower, so it always rotates slightly to the right, regardless of where you actually position the tower. But at least they did think about how the elevator would be able to face that same position every single time, even though the tower itself is not facing the same way. Alright, we found some dates, and the only other place where we've seen dates before in this particular age is in the planetarium. I still think it looks like a dentist, but anyway. So let's see if we can input those dates. This is not today's date anymore, it's a different recording session. Anyway, let's see what happens if we input those 3 dates that we just saw. Let's see, October 11 1984 by George Orwell, and 10:04 a.m. And we get to see a grouping of stars, of course, as always. And this one, however, looks familiar. If we look back at the constellations from the Stoneship Journal, we see that it resembles this one, the maple leaf. I have a sneaking suspicion that the other 2 dates are similarly going to reveal constellations. I guess that means that this planetarium doesn't show the sky of this age, but the sky of Stoneship Age, for whatever reason. Alright, next up, January 17, 1207, 5:46 a.m. There we go. And that constellation, if we look in the journal again, is actually the snake. Snake! Sorry. And finally, November 23. That's 2 days before my birthday. 9791, although I don't think I'll be alive by then. If I am, it would be my... what? 7,800... no? 7,810th birthday, I think, if I calculated that right. '97... 91 and 6:57 p.m. That takes a while because of the difference in dates. And this would appear to be the insect. I don't really see how you see the insect in this, but I guess Atris has sufficient amount of imagination to make this into an insect. Okay, so now we have 3 symbols. I don't know why, I just like turning that back off or on. Whichever way that works when we leave. Alright, we have 3 symbols, so let's try and turn those 3 symbols green on these boxes. Not that one. That's one of them. the maple leaf. Not the arrow. Yeah. Not the anchor either. But yes to the insect, and yes to the poisonous snake. Ooh, something's happening. But what? Hey! The model ship has submerged. I wonder if its real-size counterpart has done the same. Indeed it has. We can already see from here that now the crow's nest is a lot higher above the docks, and indeed the entire ship has come above water now. I wonder if, like with the spaceship, it was originally planned to have the ship actually be your means of transportation to wherever Stoneship was. Of course, that means that Stoneship itself would have been different, because the ship couldn't have been embedded into the rock there. But who knows? It's possible. I don't really know. I knew about the spaceship, but I'm not entirely sure if the same thing was true with this ship. Of course, that won't work for the other two ages, as we'll see later. Two more branches, kind of like the leaves on the book, I guess, although those were a lot smaller. And behind the door we find a book, as expected. Unlike the Myst book, none of these books have the title of the age on the cover. I think almost every other book in the other Myst games does have the title of the age on the cover. But not the ones in this book, in this game. Except for the Myst book, of course. And we get a tiny flyby of the age we are about to visit. And if we click on it, we get a slightly larger flyby. Well, we can see that the Rocks was definitely an apt name that Emmett gave it. There we can see the ship embedded in the largest rock, as well as the lighthouse on the left there, I guess. And something with an umbrella on top. There's the lighthouse up closer. And I think we've looped around, so let's link. And we'll explore this new age in the next video.